Congratulations again, everyone. And it's now my pleasure to ask one of our newly minted doctors, Janavi Pandya, who just received her Doctor of Philosophy in Psychological and Quantitative Foundations, to give the graduate address. Again, my sincere congratulations to you, Janavi, and all of your fellow graduates. You're awesome.
Last year, I was working with a patient at the Holden Cancer Center at the University Hospitals in Iowa City. We had spent months processing his terminal illness. Toward the end of our time together, he asked me, "What's next for you?" I told him I'd be moving to Los Angeles for my clinical internship. He paused and then he asked me something I did not expect. "Will you come back to Iowa for graduation?" I said I wasn't sure if I would find time in the middle of my internship. He said, "Please come. You deserve to celebrate. And if you do, will you think of me?" He died a week later. In that moment, I realized something profound. There are so many people who are quietly shaping us in our journeys. From patients who participate in clinical trials, research experiments and trainings, to all the organizations and communities that make our work as scholars possible. Our journeys are never ours alone. It takes a community for us to get to where we are today, and you can see some of them around us, and many others who are rooting for us from wherever they are. Many of us have come from far away, across states, across countries, across continents, leaving behind aging parents, or sometimes young children. Some of us have navigated illness, loss, struggles that are difficult to express. And yet we have stayed because the questions we ask and the contributions we make matter more than the sacrifices they require. My own journey began in India. I completed my undergraduate in St. Xavier's College, Mumbai, and my education there inspired me not only to apply what I had learned, but to contribute to the field of psychology through research and advocacy. I dreamt of pursuing a PhD, a dream my mentor, Dr. Bijlani, and Professor Linda Dhakul encouraged me to pursue because she never had the opportunity to. But when it came to apply for PhD programs, during my master's program, I had no roadmap. No one around me had taken this path before. I recall going to my advisor with my original research ideas and being met with the response, "Who do you think you are, Sigmund Freud?" I was discouraged, but she was right. I was a first gen from India with no institutional pedigree, and our system did not quite prepare us for PhD programs. But when I came home, my father, a musician, and mother, a homemaker, told me to try anyway. I thought they did not understand academia, but I still applied, with my teenage brothers checking my final submissions. And that's where Iowa met me. Faculty from my program, my advisor, Stacy McElroy-Helzel, my clinical supervisors like Dr. Greg Gullickson, Dr. Charles Birmingham, and faculty across disciplines, including the International Writing Program and Iowa Sciences Academy, saw beyond the path I did not have. They saw my potential and chose to invest in the questions I posed. They chose to mentor and encourage me. And that is my experience of the culture of the University of Iowa and Iowa City. This is a community that comes together to realize dreams. It reminds me of Gregory Bateson's idea of not just survival of the fittest, but survival of the fittest system. We are in a community that chooses to function as one. The members of this community, the writing programs, community partners, Department of Education, nursing, music, physics, College of Public Health, mobile crisis teams, and so on, train students who are able to reach across departmental lines to serve people in the margins. This is where research comes alive. This is science lived. So today as we graduate, wherever we go, I hope we take part of University of Iowa and Iowa City with us and foster this kind of a system for others. In Mahatma Gandhi's words, the best way to find yourself is lose yourself in the service of others. Congratulations, doctors, and good luck.
Thank you, Dr. Pundia.